Greetings and salutations. My name is Kip Baptiste. I'm the primary writer and image facilitator, artist, performer slash producer, everything on the project I like to call Brother Mog. I am level 42 in this simulation, this 3D life simulation. I currently live in the greater St. Louis area, although I am from Texas. Been playing since about 11. No, before that, 9. Started with keyboard and then bass. Like, keyboard interested me, but bass guitar was the first instrument that I picked up that I really, sunk my teeth into. I do all of the writing, performance, recording, all myself. The only real way to keep the kind of creative control that I like in my projects. Yeah, I've worked with a lot of big names as far as being backstage, being production, being part of what makes the show happy, as well as being an artist and a performer myself. I got offered a few different contracts in my life for some of the music that I've written. Mostly I ended up turning them down, which I don't know if it was a smart thing or not. But here I am. What music means to me. Okay. This is a really open-ended question. I was making a video yesterday about passion and the necessity for passion in one's art. It triggered a memory that I had. I was working part-time in a restaurant while I was on probation, and one of the waitresses there, she was a young thing, 19 I think, and I'm 30, yeah, 38, 39 at the time. So, I'm already an old guy. Actually, it was part of my state obligation to maintain that particular type of job. So she didn't really know the reasoning behind me being there. All my introduction to her was at working at this restaurant, and what she's saying is a late 30s guy who was doing this thing, girl cook job, and that impression of her, I guess, or that impression of me, stuck with her, I guess, because there was a conversation where we had now. I've talked to this girl maybe twice the entire time that I've been working there at that time, and she was a sweet girl. Her name was Rachel, and I had said something to the effect of, we were having a good conversation. I said something to the effect of, music is my life, and that's a bold statement, and I remember being triggered at her reaction, because when I said this, I had said it, I guess, with such feel that she, music is your life, and I remember being taken back a little bit by this comment, because like, you don't know me, like you don't know what I mean when I say these things. And yes, music is my life. So when I was working on the video last night, and that memory came through, it made me think I should do a video like this where I discuss this question, because what it means to be, how do you define yourself as an artist? So this is of course contrary to our nature. As an artist, we don't want to be labeled, we don't want to be put inside a box, we don't want to be told we have limitations, we don't want to be told that we have any sort of replicatable identity. You know, we want to think that we're unique, and you know, in which we are. Yeah. But being on a professional side of these things, you have to know your audience, you have to know your demographics, you have to know, you know, a lot of things, because the type of art that you produce does have an audience, you know, and the more generic you try to water your art down with, the more in order to create mass appeal, I suppose, the more it loses some of its flavor, you know. So I guess to me, I've never really been able to readily identify that question until last night. And I got to thinking about it, and what I represent, what my art represents, is a journey or personal freedom. Because we can even be a slave to the things we love if we're not careful. So, when I say music is life, I mean this. Rachel's impression of me, again, was of a middle-aged man working in a restaurant. How dare I tell her that music is my life? Well, the thing that Rachel didn't know about me, I was raised in a musical family. My dad toured Midwest Circuit. I got into playing music way early, and spent every summer on the road, on tour with them, learning how to work the equipment, learning how to, you know, be an artist, learning how rock and roll lifestyle works.